guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious shrimp alfredo, so please stay tuned and let me show you how. So let's begin by first washing and pat drying your shrimp and make sure that it is room temperature, you guys. And of course you want to devein. By the way, the vein on the outside is the only one you have to remove. The one on the inside is just the nervous system, and it is perfectly okay to consume. And I like to season my shrimp with salt. I like to use kosher salt, some paprika, and some freshly cracked black pepper. And I like to take it a step further because why not? And I like to grate some fresh lemon zest because I just think it makes it super yummy, and the citrusy flavor just pairs perfectly with the shrimp. So yeah, go ahead and season to your liking. As you can tell, I'm very generous with my seasoning because why not? And make sure that you are seasoning both sides. Now in a medium-high heat, add some EVOO and go ahead and cook your shrimpies. I like to do 2 to 3 minutes on each side depending on how cooked you liked your shrimp to be. I like a very well done shrimp. And of course I like to get a really nice sear, so I cook it on really I say medium high, but it's kind of just high heat. But yeah, that's just my preference. Do whatever you like. And once it's halfway done, I like to throw in a pat of butter just to add some delicious buttery flavor because butter makes everything better. So yeah, go ahead and cook your shrimpies on both sides and then remove. Now if you see that they're a little bit uncooked on the inside, that's perfectly fine, you guys. Trust me, when you're cooking on this high of a heat, even when you remove them from the pan, they will continue to cook, so please be mindful of that. So also I cook in batches, so don't throw all your shrimp in, then they will steam and get all gross. So yeah, take your time. Cooking is a labor of love, especially for when you're cooking for your loved ones. You want to take your time and make sure that everything comes out just the way that you like it. And so yeah, once I was done with the shrimpies, I made sure that my water was boiling so that I can cook my pasta. And as you can see, I did it in batches. And yeah, you guys, this is, you gotta take your time. You can probably, throw all the shrimp in and cook it all at once. It's not gonna taste the same. It's not gonna look the same. And if you're looking for a good sear, like I'm looking for a good sear, then you have to take your time. And as you can see, they came out super beautiful. And yeah, now we are ready to move on to our next step. I'm just admiring all the little shrimpies. And the next step is you want to go ahead and dice up a shallot. This was only one. I think my shallot was pregnant with the baby shallot. So yeah, go ahead and mince it finely and go ahead and throw it in the same pan. Now if you want a completely white sauce for your alfredo, you can start over in a new pan, but that's flavor and we do not waste flavor around here. I seasoned lightly with some kosher salt, and then I threw in, you already know, the garlic. I threw in about 6 cloves, you guys. You already know. Once you can smell the garlic, it is time to move on to your next step, which is adding 1 cup of white wine. Make sure that it is not flavored, and I recommend using like a Pinot Grigio, a Chardonnay, just a wine that you like to drink. But like I mentioned, make sure that it is not flavored wine. And if it pairs nicely with your dinner, even better. So yeah, once it reduces to a thicker consistency where you can split it, once you can do that and you can see the line, then you can move on to your next step. I like to add about 2 additional tablespoons of butter just to start, my little base for my Alfredo sauce. I like a silky and creamy sauce. So let it melt. Go ahead and give it a swirl. Make sure it is completely melted before you move on to your next step, which is, you know, what makes your Alfredo sauce Alfredo sauce. You want to go ahead and make sure that all of the ingredients are incorporated before moving on to your next step, which is adding your heavy whipping cream. I used about 2 cups, and my goodness, it was so hard to find this heavy whipping cream, you guys. So just give it a good mix, and as you can see, you know, it has some color. It's not perfectly white, and it doesn't have to be. I mean, if you want it perfectly white, use white pepper, start a new pan. I'm sure it's gonna look, you know, white, but it's not gonna taste as good, I promise. And this is my favorite part, which is grating in the parm. I used about 1.5 cups, probably more than that, I'm not gonna lie. And around this time is when you want to kill the heat, you guys. When you're using freshly grated cheese, you can expect it to melt quite fast. And of course, give it a taste for some salt and pepper. Cheese is very salty, so I thought it was absolutely perfect. So I added some salt for my pasta water. Right there is where you want to be generous with the salt. And then add your pasta of your choice. And yeah, you guys, once the pasta is pretty much done, you want to undercook it by about 2 minutes. Then you can go ahead and introduce the two. It's time to get married. This is my second favorite part. Yeah, so you always want to let your pasta finish cooking in your sauce. And isn't she a beauty? Wow, if you guys, honestly, just right here right now, it doesn't even need anything. It was so perfect. I garnished with some fresh Italian parsley, you guys, and then I added back in my shrimpies. If you want to, you know, coat the shrimpies with Alfredo sauce, you can go ahead and do so. I like to, you know, just put them on top because of that crispiness that I got, that really nice sear. I just think this is the perfect way to eat it, but you can do whatever your heart's desires, and go ahead and pair it with some garlic bread, you guys. And yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoy this recipe. It is a quick and easy dinner. I know it seems like a lot of work, but you can actually get this done in about 25 to 30 minutes. So I highly recommend. Your family's gonna keep asking you again and again to keep making it for them. And yeah, let me know below if you do give it a try, and I hope you enjoy. So we're at the end, and I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, leave me a nice comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.